Well, hey there everybody, it's Snackbox coming to you from a beautiful day here in Atlanta, Georgia. I'm really amped to be here to talk to you about this guy here. This is the Frogg Toggs Ultralight 2 rain suit. I got this one, took it on my Colorado Trail through hike just this year in July. It served me really well. I'm really excited to tell you about what I learned about it, what I liked, what I didn't like. Hopefully that will help you make an informed decision about whether or not you want to pick up one of these guys. This is going to be the quick and dirty review. Not that kind of dirty. This is going to be just a really quick, really clear review of this rain suit so that you'll be able to make an informed decision about whether or not you want to pick up one of these guys. And spoiler alert, you definitely do. We got a lot to cover, not a lot of time. Let's get to it. You can see here, this is the Frogg Toggs UL2. It comes with a stuff sack pouch. There's a pair of pants and a jacket in here. Just to give you some size comparison here, this is what it looks like up against my Nalgene bottle with that really sweet outside comfort zone sticker. Side note, if you're interested in one of these guys here, send me a message on Instagram at Backcountry Champion. I will send one to you in the mail for free. You don't even have to follow me on Instagram. You just have to send me a message, say, hey, Snackbox, hit me up with one of those stickers. I will get it in the mail to you right away so you can have one of these for your water bottle. So this is the size comparison here when you have the Frogg Toggs in the pouch. Now, what I'll tell you about this is one of the things I actually don't like about it. It's the one major downfall of the Frogg Toggs UL2 rain suit is that it's actually kind of bulky. Now, the big advantage for it is that it is super inexpensive. In fact, for a rain suit that's a similar weight from a nicer sort of product, maybe a Cuban fiber, even one of the really nice other smaller packable materials, you're going to spend somewhere in the ballpark of 3 to 5 times as much at the very least. That's really big because here you get a bulkier kind of product, but it is about 10.2 ounces advertised weight on the Frogg Toggs website. I'll tell you that I think that's what they weighed the small size in because I have the large here and it is actually closer to 11 ounces, but 11 ounces for full coverage rain suit isn't bad. What I will tell you as well is if you look in these clips, you'll notice that I don't wear the pants at all. I actually go Donald Duck style whenever it's raining, specifically because I tend to get really hot in rain suits, so I don't tend to even take the pants with me. If you take just the jacket with you, you can leave the pouch behind even and just take that. That's what I did on the Colorado Trail. It is still, even though you're only getting half of the product there, it is still super affordable and way less expensive than a rain jacket in a similar form. So I really love that idea. I only took the jacket, it worked out really nicely. What you're gonna find here is that it's gonna pack down a lot smaller, but if you're a person who maybe it gets colder, easier, take both of them. It's really not a big deal. I would leave behind the bag. The stuff sack here is actually part of the reason that it's so bulky, because if you're trying to clump it into a ball like that, then it's going to take up that space. What you can do with it is actually maybe even lay it out flat in your sleeping bag when you roll it up if it's not going to be rainy that day, or maybe just top it on top of your gear if you think it's going to be rainy that day and you're going to need quick access to it on your hike. This is a double layer polypropylene. That's what it's made out of. And a lot of people say that when they look at a Frogg Toggs, they think it feels like it's going to be sticky or maybe sticky to their body, that it won't be comfortable. Some people have even said that they won't buy a Frogg Toggs because they believe it would feel like they're wearing a garbage bag. Truth be told, I find that to be actually the opposite of the case. When I lived in Boston, it rained all the time, and especially that misty rain, I would carry around a Marmot precip jacket, and that one definitely was sticky. It was really hot, didn't breathe very well. It was a really nice jacket overall for keeping water off of me. It was way more expensive than what I have here in my hand, and it certainly had that sort of feeling of stickiness when it would get wet, or I would get hot inside it if it was raining, say in the summertime. What it has is a 2-layer here. So what you have is this outside layer, which is what they call the polypropylene film. And then on the inside here is a softer layer. This is sort of a fuzz kind of material. That's the second layer of it. So I find it to be really breathable in that case. I don't find it very uncomfortable. It's actually really nicely comfortable when I'm wearing a backpack. So when I was hiking on the Colorado Trail and would have to put this on, I didn't find it super uncomfortable, and the zipper allowed me to let it breathe some as well if it was just sort of spitting rain or misting a little bit. And I found the coverage to be really decent. One thing that is worth knowing is that it fits really large. This is going to be super, super bulky. I ordered a large, and if I were to order this again, I would go with a medium, and I have about a 36-inch waist. Do with that information what you will. The elastic waistband is pretty good. It's going to make sure that the pants stay up, especially if you are on a longer hike and you start the hike at a certain weight, and over the course of a month or so, you're maybe a pant size or two smaller. Because it's a little bit bigger and it fits really loosely, you will look like you are about to star in a 90s era hip-hop music video. That's totally okay though, because you're going to be in the backcountry. That's just fine. Show some moves with it. Enjoy it. Just live it up. You're out in the wilderness. You're staying dry. You're staying warm. That's really what it's all about. Now, the major downfall of this jacket is its durability. If you have your jacket tucked into the waistband of your backpack and you go to pull it out to get a little bit of breathing space on it, it will tend to tear much more easily than a higher end jacket. That's okay though, don't let that bother you, because if you had to buy 5 new jackets to replace it, you would still come in under the price of some of the North Face jackets that are out there, certainly the Arc'teryx, and then also the Marmot jackets out there. Now I love those products as well. I'm not casting any aspersions on them. Casting aspersions, who says that? Who says that? What about the sunshine on my face? I'm not sure if I love that or hate it. Basically what I'm saying here is, even though there are durability issues with this, that a too firm tug on this could leave you with a tear, you can still replace it so inexpensively and easily that you would really have to tear a lot of these over and over again before you end up actually even at the same price point or weight of the other jacket. So dollar for dollar, I think this is really great. The real downfalls again are that it fits really loosely, it's kind of bulky, there are some durability issues with easy tears. The advantage though is that it is still super ultra light. It's a 6-ounce jacket, give or take, depending on the size that you're wearing. It is super inexpensive, hands down the least expensive option for rain protection that is quality. Other than wearing like a hefty cinch sack, this is the least expensive option you're going to have in the wilderness. Last thing that I want to say to you about this though is, as you're deciding on your rain coverage, your gear for rain coverage, remember, if you have something like a poncho, that's going to double as your rain coverage for your backpack and your body. So it's not enough to just look at the weight of your rain jacket. You have to also consider what else it can do. This won't cover your backpack, but if you're using a backpack like a Hyperlite mountain gear backpack that's waterproof, this is fine. I had to use a pack cover on top of mine, so when I'm doing the math on what it weighs, 6 ounces is not enough because I also need to figure in the weight of my pack cover, which was about 4 ounces. That's not a big deal, but again, it's all about really figuring out what you're doing and being honest about the weights that are in your pack so that you can make sure that you're set up for success on your next hike. So that really covers it, everybody. If you're interested in taking a look into this rain jacket and rain pants setup, I'll leave a link in the comments below. I didn't talk about exact numbers with price, but what I can tell you here is that I spent about $25 to $30 on mine, and depending on when you check this, it may be up a little bit or down a little bit, but that's still really nice deal for what we're talking about here. And unless you're really conservative by way of the space that you're going to allow your rain gear to take up in your backpack, this is really the go-to. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, I hope that you'll click subscribe so that you can stay in touch. And below, what I'd like to know is, what's your rain gear setup, or what are some of the things you consider when you're buying rain gear? Is it cost? Is it size? Is it weight? Some people might just want something that's really small and packable that fits into a zipper pocket, a very specific zipper pocket. Some people might want something that's big enough to hold a camera underneath if they're taking some rain photography. Let me know what you use your rain gear for and what you're looking for in a great piece of rain gear. Hope you're doing well out there, everybody. Looking forward to talking to you more as this year progresses. And that's about it, everybody. Hope you have a great day. Take care. You know, I don't think we give midwives enough credit for helping people out. Sorry.